Still checking to see if I'm live. There we go. We're back. Having the spinning wheel of death here this morning, so bear with me, folks. We'll get through this. Let's move on to Ethereum, ETH, USD. Ethereum holding support at 1706.90. Resistance up there at the 1721.10. Got some room to run up here for Ethereum. 12-day moving average, 26 I should say, is up there right dead center of our target, and the 100-day sitting up there. So we got some room to get up there for ETH. Let's move on to BNB USD, Binance Coin. Support at the 260.938. Resistance up here at the 265.919 for BNB USD. Moving on to Cardano, ADA, USD. We have support at the 1.0991 and resistance at the 1.15 right there on that 100-day moving average. So in between the 12 and the 100 there for ADA, USD. Let's move on to DOT, USD. PolkaDot. Tight range here. We got that off the 1 hour time frame. We can switch in there and show you there's the bottom of that wick of that candle there. So 35.3755 support, 35.798 resistance. Litecoin, LTC, USD. We'll stay on the 1 hour here, getting support off that 100-day moving average. So holding support there at the 194.22. Resistance up here at the 196.18 as we try to make our way up to that $200 mark for LTC USD. 12 and 26 are in the right stacking order, so we're going to have to come up there and get across that 100-day moving average for LTC USD. Let's have a look at Link, L-I-N-K USD. Support down there at the 27.27, resistance 27.736 for LINK USD. Have a look at Stellar, XLM USD. Stellar holding support at the 0.3974, resistance at the 0.4008 for Stellar. Moving on to Doge. Doge ran up a little bit, so how far are we up? About 3.5% for Doge. Trying to get through that 100-day moving average there. You get the 1226 cross below. So keeping an eye out on Doge. Support down there to 0.0557. Resistance at the 0.05679. Let's have a look at Vechain. VET USD. Fell through that support. Let's find us another one real quick. Going to look down. We'll look down at the right there. Look for support to hold at the 0.0869. Had resistance right here at the 0.0916. So trying to get above that 100-day moving average, so keep an eye out for that. Moving on to VTHO USD. Hopefully the gentleman that reached out to me last night was able to exit out in the money. So 0.0190 is our support. We are above the 100-day moving average, and resistance sitting up there to 0.0210 for VTHO USD. Got some room to run here, so look for the bulls to jump in there as folks are waking up. Moving on to FIL USD. Blasted through that watch evaluate range there. We're up there at resistance 89.540. Support down here at the 83.00, so roughly the $83 mark USD for FIL USD. Have a look at IOTA. IOTA is one of the few that's remaining red here. There we go. Finally made the flip. IOTA holding support at the 1.6075, kind of going sideways here to try to get above the 12 and the 26. We did get the 12 cross, but they are trending slightly down, so keep an eye out for that. And resistance up there to 1.698 for IOTA. Looking at comp sitting down here on top of that 26-day moving average, so we're at 377.514 support. Resistance is going to be once you get past this little guy here at the 381.57, then we'd look up at the 389.847 for comp USD. Moving on to basic attention coin, BATUSD. And as you get all the way up to that 100-day moving average, ricocheted back off of there. So waiting for this 12 and 26 cross to pull us up towards that resistance level at the 1.119. And we'll get support going here. Support first level is going to be 1.080 for basic attention coin. Let's look at Ethereum Classic ETC USD. Resistance setting up there at the 12.55. We could do a little bit better than that. Get a little closer here. We're on the 1 hour time frame. 12.543. And first level of support. I'll get over here to this thing. There we go. Zoom back in. There we go at 12.438 for ETC USD. Man, just coming off the double-digit gains, starting to let go a little bit here. So look at support. Should hold up right there at right on this 100-day moving average at the 0.9237. Resistance going to be right back there at the 0.951. So watch that. If you're in this one, folks, keep those stops pretty tight. Showing a little sign of weakness for MANA, MANA-USDC. Having a look at Zill. Zill got up to, we're up above the 100-day moving average. That's a good sign for us. So looking at resistance at the 0.1735, support to hold at the 0.167. Lots of volume on this one here, so do have the 12 and the 26 cross underneath. So looking pretty strong for Zill. Let's go to NUUSD. Get that support level up there where it belongs. There we go. Support at the 0.6090. Resistance up above the 100-day once we get above there. 0.6415. On to NMR USD. Man, as you get above the 12, the 26, so look, waiting for that 12 to come up and get it back above. So support at the, let's move, we got a little bit, there we go. Right there on that 26-day at the 46.73, previous price right there's your low. And sitting at resistance on the 47.987. Moving on to GRT USD. GRT USD support at the 1.545, resistance going to be right there on the 1.590. Let's have a look at UNI. Uniswap. There we go. Switch on over there, computer. Hang in there with me, computer. Kind of running slow like me today for some reason. Garbage Man is late, if you could hear it in the background. Good for him. Got some extra sleep this morning. So UNI support down at the 30.647. Resistance up there to 31.924. See how we resisted off that 26-day. Just didn't have the volume to get through that. So keep an eye on that, folks. as we move on to AAVE. AAVE trying to hold up there. We'll get that support a little bit tighter for you. Right on the tops of these candles, right there. 342.94. Resistance at the 347, so we can continue to run up to that, test that 100-day moving average. 12 is crossing over, coming underneath. So looking good. Volume is a little light though for AAVE USD. Moving on to MKR USD. Got all the way up to the 22,076.96. Did get resistance off the 100-day, got resistance off the 12 when it came up. So we do have the 26 underneath. So we're looking for support to hold. We may have to zoom in a little bit more here. We're on the 1 hour still. There we go. We can see a little bit better. Previous price action. We do have the 100 underneath here on the 30-minute time frame, so watch for that to hold. So support down there to 1998.67. Let's move on to audio. AUDIO USD. You didn't get out up here. You had another go right here. And looks like you may have one more opportunity for audio. We have the 100-day moving average, the 26 and the 12 all in the right configuration. So this one's looking strong here, folks. Look for audio to hold support at the 1.810. I'm sorry, 1.818. And resistance there at the 1.890 USD for audio. CHZ USD in a tight range here, trying to get through there. Have support at the 0.5297. Got that off the 1 hour and this 12-day moving average underneath. Resistance there on the 26 days. It's getting squeezed pretty tight. So getting ready for that explosion and the 100-day to come underneath. So resistance so far is a 0.547. So this one may have some wiggle room to run once we get these resolutions here on the moving averages. Moving on to Theta. Theta got all the way up there, hit that all-time high. All-time high is 15.726. Now we have support at the 13.49 and resistance at the moment is going to be, where is that thing at? Okay, we're sitting right there on that support. So resistance there at the 14.610. Moving on to ENJ. Come on, computer. You can do it. There we go. ENJ support up here at the 2.298. It's a double-digit gainer here. It's up 15.65%. And there's your resistance at 2.48, so roughly the 2.50 mark. And we do have the 26 and the 12. Looks like we're going to get across the 100, so we may have to come down and use this 100-day moving average for support. So watch that closely, folks. Lots of volume on the previous candle. This is on the 4 hour. So ENJ, keeping a close eye for you there. Moving on to Bitcoin dominance. Slightly up finally to back in the 61.22 range. And it looks like we've got some more Bitcoin coming into play here. Let's have a look at the total crypto market cap. Back up to the 1.725, 1,725,000,000, I should say, up roughly 4%. It looks like we did get some inflow into the altcoin section of the crypto space. Well, folks, that does it for me. I will see you tonight at the Crypto Happy Hour. Watch those stop losses. And have a great day out there.